Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, I'm gonna give you some of the information about Sapa, Vietnam. And if you are traveling to Sapa, Vietnam in the near future, you must have a look at this video because I'm gonna give you the very useful explanation and the 6 popular places in Sapa, Vietnam where you should see because they are beautiful, and that's also the iconic of Sapa as well. Okay, so let's dive in. Thank you. Firstly, I'm gonna introduce myself a little bit. My name is Nga, and it's Nga travel vlog. I've been working in these tourism sectors for nearly 10 years, and I have a lot of experience about guiding tourists around Sapa. So that's the reason why I'm the very best person to tell you what you can do in Sapa and what you shouldn't do. Okay, but firstly, I will give you the general information of Sapa. Okay, so Sapa is on 1,500 meters above sea level. That's the reason why the air is very fresh and you feel the very cold and fresh, and you can smell the rice. Very serene town. Okay, nowadays we have a lot of buildings surroundings, and actually there's not a day goes by without new hotels and restaurants cropping up here. But Sapa is still beautiful and it is really a place to be. So first question, how many days should you spend in Sapa, Vietnam? Okay, roughly I could say you can spend at least about 3 to 4 days in Sapa, and that is best if you have 5 days in order to get to the most beautiful tourism areas here. And the best time to visit Sapa of Vietnam, it mostly depends on what you want to see. So roughly the rice season is the iconic things in Sapa, Vietnam. So if you want to see the rice field terraces, you should go to Sapa during the rice season, and it started from the middle of May to the end of September. So in May, June, July, you see the rice field green color. In the later September, you see the rice will change the color from green to yellow. So it mostly depends on what you want to see. And the rice is only one season. That's the reason why if you are traveling here in at the end of the year or January, February, so you definitely will miss the rice field terraces. Okay, so now let's dive in. What should we do in Sapa? Where exactly? Okay, so the first place on the list is Lao Chai and Tavan village. So Lao Chai and Tavan is the 2 villages in the valley, in the most beautiful valley. We call it Muang Hoa Valley. So the Black Hmong, they tend to live down in the valley of Lao Chai and Tavan. So Lao Chai and Tavan, also known as the most beautiful valley, where you see the rice field terraces surrounding with the beautiful traditional houses. And by the way, you can walk inside the houses of the Black Hmong or Red Zao just to have a look and take in some of their local experiences. That's thing gonna be fun, right? And the second place, that is Cat Cat. I would say Cat Cat is very good for Cat Cat village. It's very touristic. Maybe a lot of tourists have heard about that. But it's still beautiful. Cat Cat, there are a lot of companies, they spend to invest money in it, and they build statues and beautiful flowers gardens. And if you are a photo lover, you definitely go to Cat Cat. On top of that, you can easily to hide some of their traditional custom, which is from Black Hmong, Red Zao, and the other tribes here in Sapa, Vietnam, to dress like them and then get some posing photos down in the valley. And when you walk down to the valley, you see the very beautiful cascading, the waterfall and the river, and you also can experience the traditional dances there. The way to go down is going to be very steep, and to walk up is in a different way, but it's a little bit tired. So totally for whole the walk, it's gonna be about 4 kilometers. You can walk all the way from Sapa town, and it's only Okay, the third thing I'm gonna tell is the glass bridge. The glass bridge is located about 25 kilometers away from Sapa town. So in order to get there, you have to hire a motorbike or a car. A car gonna be good because up on the top of the way is about 2,000 meters. So it's gonna be a little bit cold. So the motorbike maybe is not suitable for you. But if it's sunny, why not to take a motorbike? It's good, right? Okay, and you have to buy the ticket for that one. The ticket for the glass bridge is 500,000 nowadays. I know that in last year it was 400, but this year is 500,000 already. Okay, so the next place I'm gonna tell is Ta Phin village. So Ta Phin, if you are a nature lover, you can, just do the walk from Sapa town to Ta Phin with a guide. But this tour, you need a guide, because if you have a guide, the guide gonna bring you to the narrow places and you can experience the walk. And it's a little bit hiking. The hike is not very difficult. It's just like something very light, just like a stroll in the villages. And by the way, you can see a lot of beautiful local houses. I have a lot of videos about those places, and on the way to get to Ta Phin, you can see the Macha village. It's a home of the Black Hmong and Red Zao people there in Ta Phin, where you see the lady with the red scarf on the head, and that village is very amazing. It's second to none. And the fifth place I'm gonna tell is the waterfalls. Waterfalls in Sapa is absolutely incredible. I don't think you're gonna miss it, because the waterfalls is always my favorite. So the first waterfall I'm gonna mention is the Silver Waterfall. Silver Waterfall is quite close to Sapa town, just about 12 kilometers away. You can walk there, or you can take a motorbike or scooter. You can easily rent from hotel or Sapa town. Just tell your receptionist that you wanna rent a motorbike or scooter. And the price is depending on what kind of motorbike, which is new or old. If the motorbike is new, then it's about 120 to 150,000. But if it's a little bit old one, then it's only about 100,000. Yeah, roughly about $4.50. And you have to pay the petrol yourself. Yeah, you have to top up the petrol in the petrol station. Another waterfall is the Love Waterfall. So this one, 2 more kilometers after the Silver Waterfall. So in order to get to the Love Waterfall, you have to walk for both way about 4 kilometers. Yeah, that's round trip. And you have to buy the ticket at the entrance, and that's 70,000 per person. So along the walk, you because it's inside the national park, so you can see a lot of vegetation, and sometimes you see the wild animals and some buffaloes, and you see the cardamoms along the way. But the Love Waterfall is beautiful. Yeah, you see it's Love Waterfall, and there's a legend behind it. And if you want to listen to the legend and understanding more about the cultures and things, you better to get a guide, a local guide, and can tell you. The local guys here in Sapa, they are incredible. They can speak very good English. And the last one in the list, that's gonna surprise you. That is Fancy Pan Cable Car. Fancy Pan Cable Car is only about 8 years old now. Fancy Pan Cable Car is also known as the most expensive place when you're traveling to Sapa, Viet Nam. So every tourist coming need to pay nearly 1 million Vietnam dong per person. To get to the summit. Fancy Pan Cable Car is amazing. The cabin is about, it's quite spacious. It's fit for about 30 people at a time. The ticket, depending on the weekend or weekdays. So in the weekdays, it's about 800,000, but on the weekend it's 850,000. Viet Nam Dong. It's all depending, and you also need to pay extra for the train from Sapa town to bring you to the cable car station, which is about 6 kilometers away from Sapa town. And after you get up to the top, you still need to decide that you can do the walk all the way to the summit by 600 steps. And the walk gonna be about 45 minutes, and if you don't mind, you can experience the walk as well. For me, walking is always very good. Not only by cable car you can conquering the rooftop, you can also do the hiking and climbing all the way to the rooftop. So the length of the journey is about 30 kilometers, and you tend to take 2 days, 1 night to get up to the top. So this way is very adventurous. After conquering the rooftop of Fancy Pan, you also have the certificate and the medals, which is from their national park and the rangers. Okay, so thank you very much for paying attention. That's all about the videos today. So I hope you enjoy it. So if you have any question, I'm always here. If you like the video, please give a thumbs up and also a subscribe. I am very appreciative. Thank you very much. And if you ever come to Sapa, Vietnam, I'm gonna invite you a cup of coffee. So thank you very much for paying attention. Goodbye. Hi everyone. So in this video I'm gonna tell you some of the tips or travel guides if you are planning